Hello and welcome to Geekatplay Studio tutorial. In this tutorial we'll look more on a modeling and texturing and view, similar what we did before with a bridge, only for this time we will use the Hexagon application to create our bridge, and after we import in a view, and we'll see what we can do there with texturing. So we'll begin with our application Hexagon, and what I want to do, I want set like center, maybe about right here, so it will be parallel. And next we'll go to the lines. Let's select our interpolated curve, and what I want to draw is like half the bridge. We'll begin from here, slightly raise up like this, and just finish right here. So here's our curve. Okay, next what I want to do is going to with the arrow, click on the arrow, hold down Control, click on the arrow and start dragging. So what's happening right now, you'll see we're kind of expanding, we're creating our surface for the bridge. Okay, again, you go over this, you hold down, click, hold down Control and drag, and it will create it. So now you notice we have form and we have our curve. So we can select, okay, let's go right here. We can select our curve now. And we can actually select it if you want this curve and delete it. We don't need it anymore. So all what we needed, it's that's our surface. So we'll select now this half. And now we'll go to our surface modeling and we'll go to thickness. We click and increase thickness, so we'll make this bridge a little bit top thicker, and we'll just set as default. If you want, you can make thicker, but I want to leave it as default. We'll click enter and it will validate options. We'll create our object. So here we have our curve for the bridge done. Okay, next what I want to do, it is add legs to this. So let's bring this down and put it approximately with our ground, right here. Okay, now what we're going to do is select our faces tool. We'll go select faces right here, maybe about a few of them. Okay, and let's bring slightly down so you can see how well we move it, and rotating, we'll just have it about parallel to the ground. Okay, so here's our step for this. Next we'll go to vertex modeling and we'll select our sweep surface tool. We'll go down and you can left click to lock, go again, and now we'll go right click so that we can expand it. We expand just a little bit and double tap right click so it will lock. Here's our leg, and if it's not all the way down, is okay, we can actually modify after. We can click on our surfaces if you want it, and just on drag and be sure it's up to. If you want it, you actually can do a little bit longer. It depends how you design your bridge. Okay, here's the one leg, and let's do on this end as well. This will be our center. So we can do the same way. We can put it down a little bit if you want it, and we can also go and create right here. What I want to do, I just will create one simple leg. Thumb click. So here we have it, our curve done. Now I want to add edges to the bridge right here. So, and to do this, we'll just select this way. We'll go to our free translate and we'll just select our free translate tool. We'll go to the last line right here, click right there, and we'll click right here. So it will add additional edges to us. Click enter, so it will validate, and now we have an additional face we created. So right now what I want to do it is select our top faces. One thing, speed up, you can press L, but it will go in, you can see it will select all the way that I don't want it. I just want to select the top ones, and you can do this multiple way just by clicking here, and we'll select on this side, and we also will select on opposite side as well, just on the top. Okay, so after you select it, just turn around, be sure you select only top ones. Okay, now we're going again to our sweep tool, click, and we'll just add, and here you can select if you want how you like your edge, going more this way. It's up to your design, so don't worry too much about if it's not parallel here. We'll fix this one, and to do this we'll just go select lines, edges, we'll select those edges, and we'll just a little bit adjust them. So here's already have our shape. At this point we can do a couple things. One, I want to select this edge and just maybe just adjust slightly down. So let's have a little bit smaller move. A bit smaller going edge right here. We can go and adjust these two. So it's up to you. Also, additional things you can do at a time. Switch to face, and you can select maybe how you like it, which one. Like for example, you can select two of these, maybe some of these one faces. It's whatever you like it. And again, you know, go click on the tools, and maybe just create some weird effect if you want it. Okay, and you can do this along if you want more, and you can do on another, but anyway, here's kind of idea you can create it, some architectural. So we say we're done, for example, with this side, and I want to create opposite, so we'll just select the bridge. Okay, let's go select, Control D to duplicate it, and we'll go to rotation tool, and we'll just start rotating. Hold down Shift, so it will lock. Move a little bit to the end, and now what we want to merge them together. But before I do this, what I want to actually select and remove these faces. Just select and click delete on the faces. Delete those faces. And we'll just also delete these faces. Okay, and you'll see in a second why, because we go to weld them together. So now let's go select this one. What? Why? So and if you notice, we already, because we delete there, we don't have it faced on this side as well, because we clone them. It's kind of nice about this. Okay, and if you don't like the clone when you do two works, you can just uncheck so it won't be cloned. In that case, it's whatever you do, it will happen just on one side, not on both sides. And if I'm right, this is what I add in 2.5 hexagon, which is actually make nicer when you work with different parts. So let's select both models. We select points and we start welding them together now. And to do this, actually, we'll go to our welding points. We'll click right there. Select 2 points and we'll click on weld. Click enter to validate. Now we'll do again with another point. Again, click enter again. And we'll do this with all other points as well, so kind of welding them together. Okay, and right here as well. Okay, so let's continue welding our points. Sometimes it's hard to find them. Okay, I think we're almost there. So here is the couple things what I also notice. If you see the different thickness, and you can actually select this way and readjust thickness, just slightly move it whatever you want it, or select again. We can go back here, unselect some of those bridges, or select just some of them and readjust thickness this way. Just let's make a little bit right way more. Okay, again, here's for you. When you have time, you can do this way. Okay, and here's our bridge. We can add more details if you want it. But this is a concept, and what we was using it is a line and surface, and then added thickness. It's a one way to creating bridge, and you normally can spend more time to polish, because I can see maybe right here I don't like those lines, so we needed going right here and add a bit more thickness to these lines. Oops, just select these lines and move them a little bit. So it's just a little bit more adjustments. Okay, so let's go right now, save this object. We just will export, and I like to export as wavefront object. Let's go export as bridge hexagon, and I'll just save it as everything as default. Okay, here's our view. We go to file, import object, and we'll go select bridge hexagon, what we have it, center object, and it's a little bit small, so we'll increase in size. Okay, drop down, and so we can see a little bit easier. We'll turn 3/4. Okay, also, you know what, let me change atmosphere, and I have one preset atmosphere that I like better. It is more set for the designing for me, so I can preview a little bit easier on the models. And you can see that we leave it floating right here. So overall, you can go by the numbers and just adjust a little bit, but even on this edge, I want this one go a little bit more in the ground, so the ground will look nicer when we go over. Okay, here's our bridge, and you know what, let's modify very fast. We won't spend so much time on this, so we'll just have a map picture. We'll select brick wall, which come with view. We go to the bumps. I want to add a bump to this, and what I want to do, I'll just go and connect to the grayscale. Okay, just right here. We'll click OK. Call brick. Okay, now let's add layer, and we'll just add default. Go to colors, select our colors, select green, purple. Let's edit, open function editor. Add a fractal. Set on a color distribution. We'll also add the bumps this way. Click OK. Okay, and now we'll go to transparency. Click on global transparency, and let's add one more here. Just add it, and you remember what I want to do. We've done before, we go opposite, so it's inverse. Click OK. And we call this bridge. Increase, so it will look more smaller size. So add an interesting texture to us, and be sure we'll set to object standard, because I want to be both of them this way. Here's our bridge. It's a little bit too big bricks rough, so we can decrease scale smaller, a little bit down. Okay, go to the ground and just select any of the landscape. And here we created very fast our bridge in Hexagon. So I hope you got the concept, how you can create the shape and arranging thickness and apply all the stuff. Materials you can apply a little bit better, so you have nicer on details, or switch if you want to take your bridge and switch from what you created to more rock type material. Again, it's all up to you. Just modify some rock material and have it. Anyway, here's our bridge. Thank you for watching this tutorial from Geekatplay Studio. Please come visit us on the web at www.geekatplay.com.